Hello all, welcome to session 57 of the PySpark series. In last, I think around 12 sessions, we have completed the four important joins in PySpark: inner join, left outer join, right outer join, and full outer join. In this lesson, we will understand about left semi join in PySpark. Okay, it is also called as left join. Okay, now what is left semi join? Okay, we'll understand basically not a definition but what understanding I have got. Okay, for left semi join, okay, it will perform the join, okay, based on, right, if, right, if there is match of left data set, right, there is match of left data set to right data set, right. So if there is a match, if there is match, right, it will give those records, okay, as output. It means from left data set, if there is a match to right data set, those records will be given in the output. Now you will say the definition looks exactly same as that of inner join. That is what is happening in inner join. If there is a match, it will join, right? If there is no match, it will not join, right? The slight difference between left semi join and inner join is left semi join will give the columns of only left data set as output, right? As output, right? On the other hand, inner join, right? On the other hand, inner join will give columns of both left, right, and right data set, right. That is the difference. Okay, we'll see that practically, but just understand left semi join, it is same as inner join. If there is a match, okay, from left data set to right data set, then it will join. If there is no match, right, it will not join, and in the output it will give only those records where all the columns of left data set will be listed, right. So let's do one thing, let's understand this in practical, right, what's happening. From last, like all the sessions in joins, what we have done, we have split that into three different sessions, right. We were joining based on single column, we were joining based on multiple columns, and then we were joining based on, null, if there is null value in joining column, right. We will cover all these things in this single session, right, because now you have got good understanding, okay, how it works in case of joins. And left semi join, I have already given you an idea. It is similar to inner join, just in the output it will give all the columns of only left data set, right. I'll mention here and list down columns of only, okay, it is already written, fine, right. It's as output, right, fine. Okay, so let's go and look at it in practical. What I have done, I have employee data. I've just made it like we are doing the joining on single column, right. Data is same what we were using from last 12 sessions, right. What I have done, I have imported types, I have imported all the functions, right. I've created employee schema, I have created department schema, right. And then data frame I have created using spark.create data frame, because we are creating a data frame based on Python list, right. And I have just displayed the data frames. Okay, now let's perform a left semi join. Okay, so left semi join, I would say df equals to employee, what is employee df single column and department df single column, right? So employee df single column dot join department df single column. Okay, I'm going to join based on employee df single column dot department id. What is that column? Dept id, right? Dept id, oh sorry, right? Dept id equals to department df single column dot department id, right? And how I have to perform the join? I have to perform left semi, right? So what I'll do, I'll just display this, right? Dot display. Okay, let's run this. Okay, and we'll see what it is giving in the output. Okay, okay, the first and most important thing, it has given only those columns which are present in left data set. You can see employee id, employee name, department id, right? That is the first thing. Now we can see, for example, in department we have department id 1 2 3 4 and 5, right? Here we don't have any employee with department id 5, so we have match only for department id 1, 3 records for department id 1. Let's check that. 1 2 3, right? Then for department id 2 we have one record. Department id 2 we have two records. Okay, is that 2? Yes, department id 2 2, right? Then one record for department id 3 and one record for department id 4, right? One record for department id 3 and one record for department id 4, right? So as per our definition, right, what we are saying, it will join only if there is a match from left dataset to right dataset, right? And it will list down only left dataset columns, right? So it is same as inner join. Just in case of inner join, it will give all the columns of left dataset and right dataset as output. In case of left semi join, it will only give, right, the columns in the left dataset, right? Now you might get question, right? What is the business use case of this, right? If it is performing same as inner join, right, it is just listing down the columns of only left dataset, right? Then what is the business use case for this? Okay, I'll tell you that also. Okay, first, let's see couple of more approaches, right, to define left semi. It is left semi this way also you can define, right? Okay, it will be giving the same output, right? That's the second approach. What has happened? It is waiting. Okay, and the next approach, let it run, will be semi. Right, it is semi. Okay, so first way, left underscore semi, right? That's what we have seen for all the other joins we were doing, right? Left semi, then you can specify left semi and only semi, right? It is giving the same output, right? These are the three ways to, define, I would say, semi join, left semi join, right? What is next scenario? Next scenario is when we have null values, okay, on joining column. Now let me tell you, if you can recall, okay, I'll just keep this data here. In case of inner join, if there are null values on joining column, it will not perform the join because null means undefined, right? So here also the concept is same. It will not perform join on nulls, okay? Only the result what we get in case of inner join and what we get in case of left semi join is different. Okay, let's see that also. What I'll do, I'll just copy this code that we have written to create, the data frames, and I'll just use the null data that we have in place. Okay. So what I'll do, we have employee data null, right? So what I'll do, I'll just put employee data null, right? EMP schema null, right? I'm just changing the, you know, the variable names. Okay. Just for, you know, because you all are now aware, right? How to define the data frames, right? How to create a data frames, how to define a schema. Okay. Some issue with databricks. It's okay. Let's see. Okay. Let me reload. Mm, okay. Let's reload. Might be some issue with databricks. Sometime it happens. The intermittent issue. Okay. Databricks has experienced an error when loading. Please wait a few minutes and refresh your browser. Okay. Might be some downtime for databricks. Okay. Might be it's my Wi-Fi issue. It's okay. Mm, okay, it has loaded, right? So employee DF, right? What I'll do, sorry for the inconvenience caused in between. I'm not going to, you know, stop the session and start again. Let it continue. Whatever issues I'm facing, right? You will also face in future. So you should understand what issues actually comes, right? When you work with Databricks or PySpark, okay? So that is there, right? Okay. What it is saying, expected two elements. Okay, employee data, employee schema, this will be null, right? This will be null. And here debt schema, null, right? Let's see. Okay, expected access has two elements, new values have three elements. Okay, which has three? Okay, employee department ID, department name, right? Okay, this is department here. This is department, right? Okay, let's continue. Still, debt data null is not defined. What is that then? Department data null, right? It's I think common problems, right? You all will understand. Okay, fine. Okay, this is done. Okay. What I'll do, I'll just copy one of the codes from here. Okay. Yep. Okay. And what I'll do, I'll just change the data frame names, right? Because I have created new data frames. Okay. Department df null, department df null, right? Then employee df null. Okay. Department df null, right? Okay. Let me put it 4 here. Okay, 4. So let's try to predict the output, right? Let's understand what can be the output. Okay, as per definition, it will not join on nulls. It will just see if there is a match. Okay, department id 1, yes, there is a match, so we expect 3 records from department id 1. Okay, department id 2, there is match. Department id 3, there is match. 4, there is match, right? 5, nothing. So we expect 1 2 3 4, 5, and 6 records as output, right? Is that 6? Yes. Okay. Who is saying only Jenny I can, predict the output? We human also can predict, and we can predict much better. Okay. So let's see. Yep. 6 rows as output. Okay. And see, it has 3 records for department ID 1, 1 for department ID 2, 3, and 4, right? So this is how your inner join also behaves, and this is how your left semi join also behaves. Only difference, I'm reiterating, in left semi join you will get, okay, only what I can say, the left data set columns as output, right? Only left data set columns, right? Now you will be able to predict, right, how it will happen in case of multiple columns, right? Now, by now you know, like how join happens when we have multiple columns, right? When we are performing a join based on multiple columns in PySpark, right? uh, let's do that also. I'll just copy this code, right, that we have created the data frames, right, and I'll just put it here, okay. And employee data, what is this? Employee data multiple columns, right? Employee data multiple columns and department data multiple columns, right? Department data multiple columns, right? And what I have to add here? Employee ID, employee name, country, and department ID, right? So what I have to add? I have to add one column here, right? Employee, let's say country, employee country, which is string, right? String, yep. And herein it is department ID, department name, and department country, right? So let's add department country here, okay. Department country, right? And this name I'll change, it is multiple columns, right? Schema name also I'll change, right? And department schema multiple columns, right? Let me change here as well, okay, and here as well, right? That's how you will be able to code, right, when you practice, right, and when you will get that experience, right? I'm not claiming I'm master, sorry. i'm, I'm also like you all, right, trying to learn, okay. So employee df multiple columns and department df multiple columns, right? Let's run this. I hope there is no error. Correct, there is no error, right? Okay, now what we are doing, we are going to join based on department id and country, right? So the 1 and in will behave as one partition which will join to 1 and in, right? Then 2 and in, do we have match? No, right? Then 1 in is already there, 6 in, no match, right? 4 South Africa, no match. 2 UK, no match, right? Then 3 India, yes, there is a match. So 1 India, one partition has match, and 3 India, second partition has match, right? 1 UK, no match. 6 India, no match. 4 US, no match, right? So we will see how many in left semi join. We will see 1, 2, 3, and is it 3 India? Yes, so 3 India. Only these records we will see in the output, right? Let's try this. Where is the code? Okay, here, left semi join, right? We'll have to add it based on multiple columns now. So I'll do, I'll just change the data frame name, right? And it is not employee df null now, it is employee df multiple columns, right? Right, employee df multiple columns and department df multiple columns, right? And this join condition we will just redefine, right? What we will do, we will create first thing, right? I have to join based on, it has given me this hmm, suggestions, right? So employee df multiple columns dot depth id is equal to department df dot department id, right? And I'll be joining based on country and department country, and it will be a semi join, right? Very simple. Let's run this now and let's see if we have predicted the output. Yes, we have predicted the output perfectly, right? Perfect output from us, right? This is how, left semi join works, right? The final thing, I'm just going to run once in SQL, and then you explore this on your own, right? You try it on your own. Let me just create the temp views, right? empdf dot empdf single column, right? Dot create or replace temp view, right? What I'll do, employee, right? And then department df single column dot create or replace temp view department, right? Left semi join we are going to try in SQL, right? So that you will get SQL practice also, right? Select star from what employee, right? Employee, uh, left semi join department, right? On employee dot dept id equals to department dot what is that here? Is that which column? It is department ID, I think. Yes, let's try department ID. We're performing the join based on single column, right? And what I'll do, I'll just display, right? Let's try to run this. Okay, right. We have got 7. So this is like which one? We are performing join based on single column. So for single column, I had 7 records as output, right? Same thing I have got here in SQL. There will be no change in the output, right? So, and in SQL, I think there are multiple ways, right? Let's explore. I think it will be semi also will work as it is. Yes, correct, right? And I think you can specify left underscore semi also. Okay, let's see left underscore. I'm not sure if that will work, right? Left underscore semi, right? Let me run this. No, 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 no. What it is saying, left underscore semi, right? So it is it left semi? Or semi. I think that is, I think these are two ways, right? Left semi and semi. Okay. Okay, fine. So this is left semi join, right? Just to reiterate, it is very same as of inner join. Just in the output you will get the columns of only left data set. In case of inner join you will be having columns of both the data sets, right? I'll just quickly show you, just because if we learn comparatively, no, that is going to be very easy, right? This is the one, right? Here we have got columns of only left data set, right? Let's do inner join here. Okay, let me do this as 6, right? 6, and what I'll do, I'll just do a inner join, right? We have 7 rows as output here. Same 7 will be having here. Just in case of semi join, we got these 3 columns as output. Okay, in case of inner join we are getting all the columns from left data set, okay, and all the columns from right data set. That's the only difference. Okay, now let's come to the business logic, right? What is the business use case for this? Let's say if someone is asking you a question, right? Give me only those employee, okay, who are assigned to some department, right? I want only the employee ID, employee name, and department ID of particular employee which is assigned to a department. If there is an employee which is not assigned to any department, I don't want that employee details as output, right? This is your use case. This is the business use case, right? This you can achieve using inner join also, right? What you have to do, you will have to perform inner join, and then what you will do, you will you will apply one more transformation. You will select all the columns from left data set, right? For example, employee ID, right? F dot call employee name, right? And F dot call department ID, right? And if I run this, I'll be getting same output as that of what has happened. Column object is not callable. Which one? Okay. After call depth ID. Okay, let's see. Oh, sorry. It's not the issue. The issue is I have to specify comma here. Okay. F dot call doesn't work when we are using with column, right? Okay. See, you are getting the output as that of left semi join, but what you have to do, you have to apply one more transformation, select transformation. Okay. Instead, you can directly perform left semi join and you will achieve your output, right? So that's the business use case. Another can be, let's say you have customers data set, okay, as a left data set and orders data set, right? If someone is asking you, let's give me customers, right? Give me customers who have placed order, who have placed order so far. Okay, I don't want those customers in the output. I don't want customers, right, in the output who have not yet placed any order, right? Okay, give me all customer details, all customer details only, all customer details only, right? So in this case, what you will do, you will perform left semi join. Okay, you will keep customers in the left, orders in the right. You will perform left semi join, you will get only those customers who have match in the orders data set, right? Okay, so these are the business use cases for left semi join. Okay, instead of adding one more transformation which we have added, the select transformation, you don't need to do that, right? If you want only left dataset columns as output, go ahead and perform left semi join, right? Fine, I hope that is clear, right? That's the simplest explanation for left semi join. Okay, fine, I think that's everything for this session. What you will do, you try it on your own, right? You try it based on single column when there are null values in joining column, when there are when we are joining based on multiple columns, right? And you try to understand, this is going to be the very easy, right? Fine, that's everything for this session. If you feel this is useful, do like, share, subscribe, and comment, right? If you have any suggestions, do let me know in comment section, or you can reach out to me on LinkedIn as well, right? Fine, that's everything for this session. I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.